Another new game. By new, it's not really new, it's old. I bought it during the PlayStation Super sale they had during the winter. I've owned it before. I actually bought it when it first came out and platinumed it. It was the first PlayStation game I ever platinumed. But I really wanted to stream it because I really enjoyed the game. It's been long enough. 2014 was the last time I played it. And yeah, I'm just super excited to actually dive in and play it again. I remember a little bit of the story, but not a whole lot of it. Now, before we jump into this, though, I have some exciting news. Dupre Flasher now has a Discord. That's right. I will try to, at some point, post the link in the chat for those of you that want it. Just give me 1 second to set up my info and settings now that my PC is actually working like it's supposed to. Why does it always drop me under entertainment? Why would I live stream under anything other than gaming? Save changes. We'll come back and see if it actually saved or not. Change the thumbnail. Let's go back to info and settings and see if it saved. It did not save. Weird. Now hopefully that worked. It did. Sweet. Alright, going back to the live control room so we can get started. We'll pop out chat. I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to show up. Like I said, it's a kind of old game. Something happens in the beginning, and you have to. I don't want to ruin it for those of you that haven't played it. I mean, I know it's like a 5-year-old game, but it's something I think people will enjoy. Has a lot to do with the time era and storyline that I actually enjoy. Has anybody showed up yet? I know it's kind of late. People aren't used to me starting streaming this late. This is kind of a freak occurrence on a Saturday night. I usually don't stream on the weekends, but felt like streaming. Alright, we've waited long enough. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
A serial killer is terrorizing the normally sleepy streets of
This
Salem.
crude drawing of a bell has been left at the scene of several murders
Leading
over the
police
past
to refer
few
to the
weeks.
murderer as the Bell Killer.
We spoke with a public relations officer.
Authorities are asking anyone with any leads to contact the
This picture of a
SPD's
bell,
anonymous
a
tip
calling card
line.
the police have yet to attach
no
any
clues
meaning or
and no
significance
leads
to,
for the
has
police to
become
follow.
synonymous
And
with
no
the
link
hysteria
between his
surrounding
victims.
his murder.
You're saying there are no leads? No leads at all?
Grow up on the streets. You start thinking you're invincible. Nothing can touch you. You never really lose. Go to arrest some freak, find out you aren't as invincible as you thought.
What kind of name is Ronan?
That kid stole my wallet!
Time to make it official.
It hurts!
You steal my car, you pay the price.
Ronan O'Connor, you're under arrest for the assault and battery of Vincent Coulter.
Guilty on 2 counts of grand theft auto.
On the indictment of burglary.
Grand larceny and assault with a deadly weapon.
Let me take it.
I can't have my sister marrying some bum, right?
They do.
Oh yeah.
Huh, there's a lot I'm gonna have to fix on my Discord.
No. No, Julia. Stay with me, you hear me? Julia. No, stay with me. Stay with me.
Your family wore felonies like badges of honor. Now you think this new badge covers all that up? You're a fucking criminal.
You need to slow down, man. Right? This is crazy. I didn't know better. So you actually want to die.
Turn around. You're under arrest.
So this all happened to him, which is how he got to where he's at now.
How the hell did I survive that? Stay where you are, dirtbag. I'm coming back up.
Coming, dirtbag.
Knob ain't even moving. It's stuck. Watch it, lady.
First plot twist.
No.
You're actually dead.
I'm still alive. I can fix it. If I just get back in my body, then maybe I'll wake up.
Come on. Someone had to hear that glass shatter.
Someone did hear that glass shatter. The killer.
No. Come on.
And now you're actually dead.
Get back! Get back here!
That's kind of sad. Walk to the light. Walk to the light.
Ronan? I can't believe it. I can't believe I found you.
Oh my god.
At least you got to be reunited with your wife.
I thought I'd never see you again.
You look good.
Never looked better. God, I've missed you.
I would give anything to be there with you. For us to be together again. But
What? No. Oh, no, not again. Not you. If you're not here, where are you?
it's the other side of the bridge.
Bridge? What bridge?
Where you are is a prison. Or a bridge. It all depends on how you see it. Either way, where you are isn't safe. Do you hear me? We need to get you across the bridge. We need to move on.
Move on. Is that where you are?
Don't worry about me. Something about your life isn't finished yet. We don't have much time. Think. What about your life feels unresolved?
I don't know.
To figure that out. Now go.
My death, maybe?
Julia, you left me once and it destroyed me. Please, please don't leave me again.
We'll see each other again, love. Just save yourself.
No, Julia! Don't leave me, Julia! Damn it!
I'll say, let me do something. Speak to me. Let me know I'm not insane.
Damn it.
Hey, you. Hey, can you hear me? Come back.
Hello, little ghost girl. Come here, creepy child. Where you running to? Looking like Wednesday Addams.
Hey, why did you run?
It gets old, giving counsel to the new ones. Don't take it personal.
Running through walls, making things appear. You look like you've been here a while. You must know how this place works then.
Works? This place isn't hard to understand. Figure out your gifts, and maybe you won't get trapped here.
What do you mean, gifts?
Right?
Your strengths in life are stronger in death. They become powers here. Some powers unique, some common. Possession, influencing people, manipulating the more fragile of ghostly objects to appear or disappear.
Strengths become abilities. Huh. Who are you? Looks like you've been around a while.
Me? I'm just someone like you. But hear me when I say this is no playground. You can rob yourself of your future, or others can do it for you.
The door just hit me, but I'm passing through other stuff. What is it with this place? I thought I'd be able to walk through everything.
We can't enter the buildings the people of Salem have consecrated. Save through an opening. An open door, or a window.
That'll explain why I can't go through some things.
Walls and doors hold no power over us. You'll know the ghostly objects we can't pass through by their blue glow. It will all seem logical in due time.
My skills in life become abilities in death. Some are common abilities, some are unique to me. Okay. How could I rob my own future? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about. How could I rob my own future?
You're here to resolve something. You don't resolve it, you don't leave. Don't worry, that's pretty common.
Common?
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Alright, if I don't resolve what I left undone, I could be trapped here forever. Hey, what's up, Butterbee? I started about 10 minutes ago. So what you've missed, I don't know if you've played this game before, but you start off this game as the main character, the guy cop that you see here, living through flashbacks of watching your wife die and things like that. And then afterwards, it shows you waking, like getting up in the middle of the street. You try to go through a door, you can't get in. Some lady freaks out. Yeah, she opens the door and looks at you, but you realize she's not actually looking at you. She's looking at your dead body, or dying body, and your spirit is outside of your body at this point. But you don't actually take on your spirit, your actual true ghostly form, until after the guy that threw you out of the window comes downstairs, grabs your gun, and shoots you several times. So I'm officially dead. At which point I've run into almost a heavenly-like place where you run into your wife, but she tells you that you cannot go to where she's at until you resolve an issue that you ran into yourself, like an unsolved issue that you've run into. So we're now learning the basics of the game. Like this, if I don't resolve what I've left undone, I could be trapped here forever, which is like hell or purgatory or jail or something like that.
What do you mean others can steal my future?
Demons. They were once like us but lost themselves. They can never move on now, and exist only to consume those lingering here. Those like us.
I getcha.
Alright, and if I'm not careful, a demon can consume me.
So, I need a to figure out who killed me and stop him. That's the way I can get out of here.
Well, best of luck to you.
Wait. There's more I need to know. Holy shit.
Be careful out there. You never know what's waiting around the corner.
Oh, stupid chat.
Weird.
Oh yes, better be. I love this game. This is the first PlayStation game I ever platinumed. Alright, so we got a routine. The guy who gunned me down in cold blood, is he my unfinished business? So we got to return to the scene of your murder. Oh, there's my run button. You can't find me. I'm in the trash can. Alright, let's enter town.
Seeing your own body lying on the street. It's like looking in a mirror you don't want to see but can't turn away from. And that's when you realize you no longer know which one's real and which is the reflection.
Hey, if you're just tuning into the stream, welcome. Don't be a stranger. I do chat. I actually talk more when people talk to me. Otherwise, there are times I will probably get quiet. There's one thing I am trying to work on is my commentary.
Yeah,
Dude, get off my
idea,
hat.
Baxter. Tamper with the evidence.
What a jerk off.
Backup. Who needs backup?
Oh, now you want to be a smartass.
You shouldn't have tried to be one of us. Man, you were one dumb son of a bitch. Sir?
Hey, Baxter, hey! Hey, just get back to taking them statements. Come on.
Yeah. That's what he gets for being an ass.
Stupid one.
But this is not your scene, Lieutenant. Just pay your respects and move on, please.
Yeah. Maybe it's not my scene. But it is my case. Tomorrow it'll be my case. And the next day. Until we catch him. You do well to remember that, Sergeant.
Look, I'm just following Captain's orders here. You know the procedure when a family member is... Yeah, well... Take all the time you need, LT.
I lost count of the times I wished you were dead. You do me a favor, Conman.
I believe they're brothers.
Tell Julie I miss her.
She knows, Rex. She knows.
Alright, I need to investigate everything I can here to see if I can learn anything new. Start investigation. Killed by my own bullets. My backup gun. Last cigarette. Alright, I found 5 of 8 clues. That's cool, you can possess people. All right. Standard procedure: notify the lieutenant when the preliminary forensics report arrives, even if he's supposed to distance himself from the case. Missing tenants must be who lived in that apartment I was thrown from. Ooh. What's the most relevant? And this is going to determine... So that's not relevant to my own case. I'd say probably the missing tenants. I done failed that one. That sucked. I don't think really anyone is. We'll come back to that. This dude is a prick. I'm gonna guess the Bell Killer. Got it. My Mountain Dew at. Alright, so we found all 8 clues. So now we can conclude the investigation. Yes, actually. There's my body. Butterby. I'm investigating my own murder. Oh, time to go upstairs and search the apartment. Enter the apartments. He's got a cold chill from me walking through him.
10-4.
That is one of the others. Spy a little. Aye, aye, sir. He got shot 7 times? 8 times? She's a nosy neighbor. That's what nosy neighbors do, man. There's a way to turn off that TV. Oh, hey. Oh, I can't pick anything up yet. Alright, get me the fuck up out of here. Yes. That's where all kids should play. Oh, here we are in the 4th floor apartment. Oh no. We're discovering some new things.
Hey, how the hell did it come back? Did I do that? Hey, come back!
Those notes aren't for you.
Great. Some sort of code or something.
It is.
Alright, well, I made it up to the 4th floor before the police cart away the evidence.
He was trying to find the Bell Killer. Alright, if demons find you, they will hunt you down and suck your soul. The residue of ghost souls hides in the presence from demons. You move between objects to avoid demons. If demons can't find you for a while, they'll stop checking and leave. Hold R1 to see demons through walls. And then you can execute demons. And bam, demon dead. Apparently he didn't want to execute him. Let's try that again. Alright, asshat, turn around. Oh, bullshit. Hey, what's going on, Juvia? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna kill you. Stupid demon. Alright, it takes care of the demons on this floor. Now I can kind of search around for things. Julia's thoughts. Every time Ronan says Lillian, I don't know if he's talking about his mother or his gun. Complicates things that the gun was a gift from his mother, and then he named it after her. Normal couples don't deal with stuff like this. Right? Oh, me too, Juvia. This was the first game I ever platinumed on PlayStation. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can, now we're starting to get the creepy little girl's drawings. Which reminds me. I always play with brightening settings completely up. All right, let's get back up. Let's get back upstairs. Four more, I uncover the story of whatever the fuck happened there. Right? Nosy ass fucking people. Don't worry. We'll look at everything. Oh, the man and his gun. Yeah, Butterby, all those holes in his chest are all the gunshots he got. So yeah, he was shot 7 times. This is the same Cassandra Foster who occasionally worked with Salem PD as a psychic consultant.
I don't know how this will end. The killer is an enigma to the police and a lurking shadow in my own life. If only I can keep Joy from harm, I would do anything, even push her away, if it meant pushing her to safety.
Okay. He was searching. Purposefully. Hey! 3 more of those things. Yeah, those stories can get pretty fucked up too. The little side stories. Signs of a struggle. I got tossed around pretty bad. That guy was strong. Bell Killer was looking for something or someone. Huh. Shattered window. Oh, she was here. She was hiding. Frightened. And watching. What did she see? I like when I walk through things, it leaves my little trail. Not all of them. Some of them are just ghosts to give you answers, or to fill you in on things. It's usually the engaged people who are nervous about meeting the parents of their intended, but I was looking forward to it, and Ronan's parents were nervous, stumbling all over themselves to make a good impression. Ronan's dad was all thumbs and really quiet, like he was repressing his own crude nature. It was sweet, though, and Lillian was a rough gem. Such a good heart. I hope they understand how much I adore them. The thoughts of your wife. Does this tenant work with children? These appear to be psychological sketches. Alright, we found 9 of 16. Oh, I know where the investigation is. Chill your horses. Okay, so I can't actually leave. I want to find the rest of the clues. Oh, there's one. A book about ghosts in different realms. think it was the bell killer with the candlestick in the 4th bedroom apartment. There's a way to get him away. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I found all the clues in this room. What the hell am I missing? I am so aggravated. Because I'm missing 6 more fucking clues. Or 5 more clues.
Turn around. You're under arrest.
Smacked the shit out of him. Threw you out the window with no problems. And then she snuck out. So there's 2 more clues. That I'm missing. Alright, what would make him move the photo under the folder? Was not the missing persons request. Now I'm just pissed off. It's definitely the priest.
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little
Oh,
while?
of course, dear. The church is always here to help.
Alright, I'm missing one clue.
Where the fuck is the last clue? Oh, no problem, Butterbee. For sure. Hmm. I'm just going to conclude it. Yes, we do. Now, on to some other things. You lazy bastard. I'm sure you would. Why are you in a closet? That's just fucked up. I wouldn't be so sure. I just like poltergeisting things. Take care, Julia. No, or Juvia, no problem. And Butterby, I did not find the clue, but I didn't really need it. I'm actually looking for... that. I need 2 more of those. Is that not the truth for all women? Alright, let me get the fuck up out of here. Last 2 are probably downstairs. Is it glitched?
Huh. Ooh, is it the old couple? That's an easy one. Hold on. I remember a couple of things. Alright, we got gardening tools. A note. Wasn't to break into the quarry. Probably the gardening tools. What the hell am I doing? Really? That is insane. It was the breaking at the quarry, because they broke in. Come on. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, she found her white light. She can leave. Alright, so we're looking for one more thing, guys. I just don't know where to find it. Found it. Alright, watch this shit.
I still remember seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history, a character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked. My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy, the pipes were rusty, and I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out. I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty. That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old rusty boiler was a bloated, decomposing corpse. The police are still investigating the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.
I love the little side stories they have in this game. Huh. I'm missing one actual fucking thing though. It annoys me. Alright, let's get the fuck up out of here. Back upstairs we go.
I know it won't kill me, but I still hate heights.
Now you have no reason to hate heights. You just float to the ground. Unfreeze, you piece of shit. Did my game seriously free? Okay. About to get pissed. The witness is my only lead. I need to find her. That church is my best bet.
I did this. I talked him into this. Becoming a cop. I was lying dead in the street because of me.
Huh. I still remember the first time I laid eyes on that man. Ronan had all the bad boy swagger, and I admit I liked it, but what I liked even more was the heart underneath the facade that he couldn't hide. He was a guy from a rough neighborhood, but it hadn't hardened him as much as he let on. Oh, we're learning about their relationship. So sweet. Rough day at work for my man. It took a while for him to be able to talk about it, but this Baxter fellow seems to be completely hostile towards Ronan, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's a mystery why there's so much animosity. Ronan has never done anything to offend him, but Baxter decided what kind of person Ronan was, and there was no convincing him otherwise. You can't teach some people.
The day everything died for me.
Thinking about it is so surreal. I instantly have an out-of-body experience every time. Seeing myself at that moment after she tried to break up an argument between two men on the street, two strangers to her, one of which would stab her for no reason at all. She died for trying to help, and the asshole got away. If I had arrived to meet her just 1 minute earlier, my life would have been different, better, and she wouldn't have been gone. So that's sad. That's sad. To the church. Ooh, I can help this lady. What's up, Frankie? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, brother. I do. The glowing thing on the table behind you. I'm doing pretty good, Frankie. Just doing a rare weekend late night stream while my girl's out at her friends. Witnesses only saw the suspect's face briefly. Much of the face obscured, but suspect appeared to be white and male with blue eyes. Oh. Picture the survivors of the Mohanesset steamer wreck. Oh. Candles. She was a hero. I got you, Frankie. Hopefully the internship's going good, though. That would suck. You don't have a heart. You're a fucking ghost. Skedaddle. The spot overlooks the favored launching point of many privateers who operated the tacit permission of the Continental Navy during the Revolutionary War. It was a primary harbor for heavily armed and fast-moving ships that would attack Royal Navy ships as they attempt to apply pressure to the neighboring parts of the Boston Harbor.
No one made me smile like you did, Jules.
It's hard to put into words the happiness Julia brought to my life. The pictures we took at the beach came out surprisingly well, considering it was almost dark. The one I got of Ronan just as the sun was setting was brilliant. It wasn't much for catching Ronan's features, but my, what a silhouette that man cuts. He makes everything around him look good. Salem could use that shot to sell itself a beach resort. Ah, good to hear, Frankie. I mean, as long as you're enjoying it and things are going the way it needs to, that's great, man. To the church.
When you're running away, you need a sanctuary. A place where nothing bad can touch you. But you can never escape the questions. They follow you everywhere.
Right. I need to figure out where the witness is. If that is not one of the creepiest goddamn things ever. Anyways, the one clue I need is right here. But we'll get to that in a minute. We watched an old black and white gangster movie marathon together, night before last. I couldn't believe he'd never seen them. I loved the romantic parts, he loved the tough guy parts. When I bought him the fedora the next day, he looked confused but adopted it so quickly. It's just part of him now. I don't think he'll ever take it off.
There's one promise I never regretted.
Best day of my life. We had known from the start we would end up here sooner or later.
Oh, there's a shiny. The man who he is, I can't help myself. I try to stay away, to be sensible, to consider someone I could actually share a normal life with. But I find myself thinking of Ronan all the time, and I can't stop. Can't. This is it. This is what real love is. Yes, it is. Oh, I can't interact with the crow yet.
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little
Oh,
while?
of course, dear. The church is always your help. I think we have an old adage you can stay in for as long as you like.
Yeah, for future reference, you don't want to step into those. That's what happens. Alright. The cheap things you do to get past things. No, this is second time I've ever played it, Frankie. Well, kind of the second time I've ever played it. I mean, I've played it 2 or 3 times. It's the first PlayStation game I ever platinumed. I just wanted to stream it because I really liked it. Hmm. Oh, this is bullshit. It wouldn't let me hide, fuckers. That's what I get for not paying attention to where the fuck I'm at. Hmm. Reveal. Take. Meow. That's the one I was looking for. Life's going pretty good, Frankie. Got a wonderful woman that I love and care about very much. She's at a friend's tonight, which is why I'm streaming. I mean, things could be better. All things, you know, we're about to get our own place here very soon. We're living with my mom right now. Where the fuck did this cat go? Oh, I gotta be running to jump through things. Okay. How the fuck do I get out of here? I know I gotta use the cat to get outside. Or is this not the cat I use? Was there a cat outside? I'm so confused. Like, I know 100% I need the cat. I thought it was that cat. Because you get the cat, and then you jump up on that, and you climb upstairs. Because people are assholes. Found it. Damn it. Easy peasy. Now he's stalking a fucking child. This game's all kinds of full of creepers. So we need to figure out what the witness knows. If I remember correctly, I won't be able to finish this side story yet until I get a couple more powers.
Ow! God damn it, if you ever possess me again, you have no right to dump your unfinished business on me.
Now, I'm tracking down my killer, okay? Someone who was seconds away from attacking you about an hour ago, and if... You can see me? And hear me? Holy shit. You're a medium. Well, ain't I the luckiest guy in the world? I just found the perfect little helper.
What is it with you guys and my family? Helping the cops do their job is not some privilege. It's a trap. I'm not your informant, your partner, or your friend. I don't owe you anything. You owe me.
Yeah, I get it. You're tough, okay? But you're not tougher than him. You saw what he can do. He's coming after you, or someone close to you. Whoever he wants dead is lucky to still be alive.
Is that so?
And I know what I'm doing, and you can help me stop him. All you have to do is answer some questions.
Look, I'm sorry. What happened to you was horrible. You saved my life, so what do you want?
There you go.
I was murdered tracking that son of a bitch to your place. So why would he be looking for you?
That freak was probably looking for my mom. Not me. I'm a nobody. Invisible. My mom and I tried very hard to keep it that way. But everybody wants to be noticed, you know.
Looking for your mom.
What does that
What does
mean?
that mean?
She's like me, but she found a way to make a respectable living off of what we can do. Living that probably turned her into a target.
Hold on 1 second.
So where's your mom, kid?
Probably dead. She would never just leave me without saying a word. Never. I don't know where she is. I know the Bell Killer had something to do with her disappearance. Him showing up tonight just proves it.
If he killed her, why would he come back to her place?
I don't know.
Look,
Doesn't make any sense.
Never helped no one. Why don't you live there?
Because of people like you always asking for help. Trying to connect one last time with your loved ones or resolve some crazy problem. I love my mom, but I can't live in one place for too long or people like you will find me too easily.
I wasn't home much either growing up. I know that's rough.
The better question is, why were you there?
All right. What were you doing at your apartment?
I live there, Sherlock. Well, I used to, whatever.
I thought that was her mom's place, though.
My mother has been missing for a few days. I don't see her that often, but she never just disappears. Not like this.
Respectable living?
Yeah. Hey, you might know her. She was working the Bell Killer case with the cops as a contract psychic, a profiler.
Sorry, kid. Can't ring any bells.
I found this in the apartment tonight. Mentioned something about some Bell Killer book. And it's in her handwriting.
Bell Killer book. If she was a profiler, it's probably the book she kept all her case notes in. That would be at the station.
Really?
Huh. Do you know the killer?
Have you ever seen my killer before tonight? Do you have any idea who he is?
You cops are so hard up on clues that you're actually asking people if they know who the killer is. Now I get why you need so much help.
I'm not asking people. I'm asking the witness whose life I just saved.
You little twat waffle. What an asshat. Well, for now, she's getting away. I am a cat. Meow. Alright, there's some things I can kind of do. God damn it. Or not. Oh, fuck it. Let's just get out of here. Alright. Come on, cat. So she even sees all the demons and shit. Can we go back the other way, Father? Thank you, sir. Your lifesaver, kinda. Oh.
Got him. I'm only missing one saw. Guess what we just found? Click to series Mysterious Adventures. Let's see what this crazy story has to offer.
Well, it was somewhere around noon on a Sunday when I got a call from the pastor. He was looking for someone to fix up the old church. It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years after getting hit by lightning back in '98. It suffered a bunch of fire damage. So, of course, I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside, as an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work. As I started tearing up the damaged floorboards, it was not bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones that the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping. Well, I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give way under her weight, so I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately." Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her.
She probably wasn't there.
When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did. But that's when I heard the weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs at the top, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean.
Ew.
I took off running. I didn't stop until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her. Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
I would have never went back. Well, actually, I probably would have. A lot of people wouldn't, though. Near this spot, the original St. Benedict's Rectory was lost to flames in 1901. This organ, rebuilt in 1919, is dedicated to the souls of this parish lost in the Great War. God damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. I asked him to ask me again. I was lucky he hadn't left me after I never answered his first proposal. He must really love me. He smirked and got down on one knee, kneeling right in a dirty puddle on the street. He didn't care because he knew what this meant.
I'd already made up my mind, finally. He grabbed my hand and said, "Will you?" And I just said yes. Didn't even let him get to the part about marrying me. We just knew, and we laughed. That was a very good sign. Oh, no problem, Butterby. Thanks for hanging out, man. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Damn it. Now what? Jesus. So, where'd she go, huh?
I guarantee she went to the police station.
Leave now, find my book at the station, and don't look back.
Yeah. She's headed to the police station to steal some book. She'll blend in well there. Do you know her mother worked for the police? Fine. Don't tell me. Puss.
SPD.
Back to the station.
She had so much potential. This is a terrible shock, especially now. She had been accepted to Smith College and was all prepared for the move. Oh, hey, looky there. I guess we'll go this way, pick up random things on the street. Today he asked, and I honestly didn't know what to say. I want to be with him, I love him, but when he asked to marry me, I found myself unable to say anything. Like my voice was frozen and he just knelt there, my silence crushing him. And then he got up. It was 5 minutes before I could tell him. I needed to think. But have I blown it now? Damn, woman, you just appeared out of thin air. Salem's supposed to be a quiet place, the kind of place where you can escape the problems of a big city, but it's getting to where I don't feel safe walking outside at night here anymore. I talked with Ronan about it, and he tries to assure me that it's the most dangerous guy, that he's the most dangerous guy in this town. But the bravado doesn't help much. Something is sick about this place. There's another gas can. Another gas can. Oh, I thought I could walk through that section of wall. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. I remember this guy. I don't remember how to help him, but I remember him. Oh, I'm sure some things will jump out. First clue. B-Rad. Alcohol. I don't remember where the gas station is, though. How the hell did you even drive over here? Another location plaque. On this spot stood a fortification that contained the armament store sought by British soldiers on February 26, 1775. Brave citizens of this town kept the British army at bay by the strategic use of drawbridges, thereby preventing the seizure of critical weapons for the war that would begin only months later. Okay. There's the police station. A note. And for once I felt safe at night. All the stories he told me about being the most dangerous man in Salem, they felt true. No one could touch us because no one could touch him. And I was with him. And with him we'll be with her. Because I was with him, am with him, will be with him. I know it. Damn, where'd your shit a little easier? Unfortunately, we haven't made any arrests. We don't have any suspects. That's why we strongly encourage people to say them to contact the police with any possible leads. This is going to take the cooperation of the entire community.
such a lightweight.
Cap. I mean Cap. What? Oh.
So he called for a cab.
Gas station. Yeah. The SOC. Okay. Great.
Since he was a taxi driver, I thought he would have known. Probably not a fucking thing. Sons of Charlie, the legal name of the service station established by three brothers, Chuck, Sean, and Seamus O'Leary. In 1928, when automobiles started to become common, the business nearly did not survive the Great Depression, but managed to keep itself alive as a front for illegal alcohol sales during Prohibition. Of course. Oh, wait. I guess I have the three I need. So it was the chick. Philip. A simple thank you for helping me realize that I'm not a complete and utter shitbag would be nice. Thank you. Alright, where's the station? Some of the story's starting to come back to me.
Strange coming back here now, like this. A place I used as a crutch to get through the tough times when I found myself suddenly alone again. Funny how history repeats itself.
Tonight was the first time he used a gun. This guy relies on close proximity. So remember, if you approach him, it gives him power.
Sir, if we can't approach him, how do we arrest him?
Remember your training. He's a wanted cop killer now. You can shoot him on sight.
Bellkiller War.
Give me 1 second, guys. Pulling back up my chat. Just wanted to message my girl, see when she was coming home. Tons of victims. All right. It's got like 11 clues here. All the murder locations. They occurred all over town in random locations. There doesn't appear to be a common link where they happen. The symbol the Bell Killer leaves at his murder scenes. What does the bell have to do with his murders? Bell symbol research. Is this connected to the Bell Killer symbol? Stuart wants something about this updated because of recent developments. What happened? I would say the forensics thing sounds about right. Police didn't find a lead. Huh. Sure. Alright, trauma to neck and larynx via garroting, severe abrasions to wrists and ankles, most likely the result of being bound by hemp rope, consistent with all other Bell Killer murders. So all the victims were tied up. Nope. Oh, it's his wife's brother. Rex is frustrated by the lack of evidence or progress in my murder. Obviously. Oh. 6'2", 215 pounds, athletic, Caucasian, eye color blue, always seen in mask hood. Huh. Hey, I got it right. He's updated the file on those missing tenants. It might have information that's useful. Cassandra Foster, 42, resident of Regal Apartments, professional psychiatric medium and criminal profiler. Occasional consultant for the Salem Police Department, last seen. Ah, the Joy Foster one he just updated. What? Oh, I didn't click the right thing. I thought it was split by the line. The Amber Alert was canceled because the witness is in custody here at the station. She would probably still be in the holding cells. Now she can't get away from you. Haha. Witness says she saw a man in a dark hoodie watching the public description. Dark pants and shoes. Did not get a look at his face.
Hey, Baxter. You still relying on that wizard lady?
You know I ain't into all that spiritual crap. But she's onto something. Results are results. You find a more reliable source, you let me know.
Baxter's still working on the Bell Killer case even though he's been reassigned. Sounds about like him. In this place stood a noble fortress against the forces of the British Crown, erected in 1775. Jennifer Gelbach, female, white, slim build, last seen by friends in Ashland Hill Cemetery after a party with fellow cheerleaders, missing for 2 days. Alright, nothing else in this room? Hey, look at that. Just Cause 2. Shameless plug. Anything in the men's restroom? Greta Soderbergh, female 17-year-old, death occurred 1 week before high school graduation. That would suck. The rocks in her pockets could point to suicide or dare by classmates. There's no evidence of violence and no current suspects. Another plaque. On the spot, January 1777, the brave soldiers of the Continental Army, greatly outnumbered, held off British forces for 3 days until relief arrived from Boston. Just looking on all the desks to make sure there's not something else for me to pick up.
Another case of a seeming accident for the bell symbol drawn by a gloved finger in the dust on the window. There's still no suspects in the case. Accident has not been ruled out, but the only evidence of foul play was a bell symbol drawn with a belt pin. No prints on the pin. Claire Ann Nelson, female, 20 years old, student. I don't want to go in there yet. It was here in December 1776 that 13 soldiers of the Continental Army gave their lives combating a surprise attack by the British troops.
Only I could tell my younger self what I would become.
Never forget the rush of taking down my first mark. He didn't see it coming, and I didn't see it coming when my dad held down my arm with a steady grin on his face and a tattoo gun on his hand, ready to give me a memento so the crime would be impossible to forget. Yikes. That's what I was looking for. What happened, lady? Hey, look, it's me. Nothing can prepare you for that, for seeing your own corpse. It never felt so much like an empty shell until now. God, I look like a criminal.
Alright, let's go scope out the top floor. No, we're not scoping out the top floor, at least not going that way. We'll have to go this way. Anne Grace, no legal middle name, female, 22 years old, no immediate family, publicly went by the name of Madame Agatha, a novelty fortune teller. I used to go visit Rex down at the station, but it's been years, so when I went with Ronan today, it was like seeing the place in a whole new light. I was struck by a room they've got dedicated to the Bell Killer case. Everything they know or even guess might be related. It's in that room. The strange energy of the people coming in and out of that room, you think there was some religious observance going on in there. I've never seen anything like it.
Buddy, that sickness she carried in her brain, you made it tolerable. Well, I guess you must be together now.
Alright, so we got all the Rex challenges, I guess. Corinne Marie Douglas, female, 37 years of age, accountant, unmarried, no criminal record, no violent relationship, socially known for Wednesday night Ouija board parties. Hey, look, another gun. One more. Big day. I never thought this would happen. Between Ronan actually going through with this and Rex pulling off the paperwork and managing Ronan's past, so much could go wrong. But it happened. My man has a badge now. Looks good on him and he loves it. I think his swagger just got even bigger. God, I love a guy in a uniform. I always knew there had been trouble, but I didn't know his official arrest record was that extensive, much worse than I thought. Felony after felony going back to childhood. It's like his life already ruined. How can I join my life with his? Is that the last gun? That is the last gun. Oh no, I got two more. I thought I had two more to go. My bad. It was quite a trick Rex pulled, advancing Ronan to detective without making him spend much time as a beat cop. He convinced the captain and the commissioner that Ronan's street smarts would make him the most effective as plainclothes cop. Ronan was very relieved. Q. We're exploring the possibility of a connection between the deaths listed on the map. Do not make a public comment on the connection until officially authorized.
Alright, it does appear I've exhausted all. Things in that room. Okay, so we'll come back out here. I do believe I already checked all out here. Oh, there's a gun. One more.
What an ass. He was wrong even when he was right.
Baxter thought he could blackmail me with my past, as if my past hadn't already done all the damage it could do. There's the last gun. Alright, let's recall this flashback.
I can still remember my first day on the force. Salem PD was in this tiny building on the edge of town. It was old, crowded, and completely insufficient to handle the day-to-day operations. Protecting Salem was getting harder and harder. But finally, the city decided to convert the old armory into our new headquarters. When we finally moved in, I couldn't believe how big and modern the place was. Not bad for one of the first buildings in Salem. Plus, it just felt right. It used to be the city's first line of defense in a wild frontier, and now it had resumed its post once again, only this time in a modern world. First week was a little chaotic as we settled in. One officer reported that someone had removed his gun from his locker. It took him 20 minutes to track it down, and when he did, he found it leaning against the wall in one of the unoccupied offices. Also, the late-night station operator reported a strange phone malfunction. Occasionally, when someone would call in to report a shooting, the recording would just stop. The call would cut out, and the voice of the panicked caller would just loop over and over again until the phone was unplugged. Soon it was pretty clear that these strange occurrences weren't just honest mistakes or faulty phone lines. One evening, the medical examiner came running down the hall in tears. She noticed that her scalpels and other tools had gone missing. She went to get more from the cabinet, but stopped cold at what she saw in the reflection. A ghostly silhouette of a Civil War soldier was standing over one of the corpses. She spun around. It was gone. She barely noticed how cold the room had gotten before running off. Of course, the guys didn't believe her. Hell, I didn't either. Till I saw it with my own eyes. I was working late and got up to get more coffee. As I rounded the corner, I saw it in the reflection of the trophy case. He was staring right at me. He lifted an old, ghostly rifle and pulled the trigger. The trophy case fractured into a spider web of cracked glass, and I took off running. The captain didn't believe me and docked my next paycheck to replace the glass. I didn't care if people thought I was crazy. I know what I saw. People sometimes ask me if anyone else has seen it since, or if the specter still roams the halls. I always tell them the same thing. I wouldn't know. I transferred to Boston.
Looks like none of these people stick around. Well, another one of those down. Alright. Where was this damn room at again?
Baxter. Hey, what's going on, Elite? I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Where the fuck did she just go? You could probably make that without him noticing. I forget how to get her past this part, because she needs to get to these doors. Glad to see you're doing well. I don't know. Maybe that one? I guess it worked. Alright, I'm not gonna like doing this any more than you're gonna like it. You didn't have to walk all the way down. I was getting close enough for you. I want to eavesdrop, just because I can.
Suspect is male, likely without immediate family, able to move about the city freely, only spotted a handful of times after the crimes. Thanks for the random rhyming that was not necessary. Peekaboo!
Are you trying to get caught? You're about as stealthy as a tornado.
The desk was like that when we got here.
Yeah, I know.
How many places can you hide a book in one tiny little room?
Who knows?
Bet I can find it. Bet I'm gonna have to. Mugshot.
Looks like someone was hiding your real rap sheet. Now I have proof.
Each murder changes. The inner zeal is the same. This is why the killings seem random, unrelated. But the police can't see these connections. Except Officer Baxter. I can't say I trust him.
It's a hint into what's going on. New message. Promotion commendation. To serve and protect. Baxter graduated from the academy 2 years before I did. Baxter's been reading about Salem's history. Doesn't seem like something he would care about. So that's what Baxter does in his free time. Yep, he bowls. Why would Baxter leave town? Baxter probably hid the book somewhere in his office because Rex was still looking for it. Yeah. I'm just looking for more clues. Definitely matches gun rack. It's imprinted.
It's a stain. The gun rack actually opens on hinges. It's like covering a secret compartment or area. Hidden lever. Hey, yo.
I think I found it.
Show me.
There's a button on the side of the gun rack.
Yes, this is it.
Please tell me you understand what all these symbols are.
Yeah, some of them. That's weird. The last thing she wrote is he knows about me.
Oh God, that means he was after her.
You don't know that.
No, that's pretty obvious.
Oh, crap.
Wait, what is that? Museum. That's strange.
Why would this be in her book?
I don't know. Just take it and figure it out later.
She's here somewhere. I'll check here. Head toward the back office.
We gotta go. Stay out of sight. Go, go!
Hey, cop. Well, I guess that ain't enough to get your attention. Maybe this is. How do I get you assholes to move? Or is she waiting for me to talk to her? Oh.
Hold up, hold up. I need to make sure the coast is clear. Rex.
Who's that?
Cop you need to avoid. Alright, you're gonna need to make a break for that room over there, but wait for my signal.
Hey, LT, hold up.
You know what this fire drill's all about?
Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on.
So you know quite a bit.
To the town.
Hey, you can't get away that easy.
If you care about the case so much, find your own damn clue.
You won't find your mother without me.
What?
What would make her help me? Alright, so the killer's motive so far. No? What the fuck?
Leave now, find my book at the station, and don't look back.
He's got a point. Hey, look, the little girls out there playing on the roof. More clues. The FBI can get involved for support local law enforcement if it is clearly established that there is a serial killer. The Salem Police Department had no statement on the FBI announcement at press time, but has continually refused to describe the deaths as the work of a serial killer. There's no sense getting the town hysterical over something that may not be true, SPD spokeswoman Ingrid Larson said in an earlier statement on the case. I butchered that entire fucking thing. Thank you. Detectives are trying to find any possible connection to the bell symbol. People named Bell, literally references to bells, anything having to do with a bell. Ah, it's fire. Okay. Headed back towards the cemetery. There's a shiny. Well, the Salem Police Department still resists officially connecting the recent killings. They have completely failed to address the strange manner of each murder. Where the primary cause of violent death in New England, as well as the rest of the United States, is gunshot wounds. None of the recent killings have involved gunfire. Are deaths from burns or asphyxiation somehow on the rise? Or is there a killer with a bizarre motive exercising a twisted method of operation in all of them? One second, I gotta find something real quick. Where did it go? Seriously? Oh, there it is. Orphanage? Nope. Ashland Hill Cemetery was founded in 1632 as a part of the churchyard for recent Puritan settlers of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Certain traumatic events expanded the cemetery significantly, one of which gave the cemetery its name. In 1665, a shipload of immigrants escaping the plague in London realized that the ship's population was already infected. They remained quarantined in the area of the cemetery waiting to die. When they did, their bodies were burned and their ashes buried, and the graveyard was henceforth known as Ashford Hills. Or Ashland Hills. That's an interesting little bit of story. Like some creepy ass kids just hanging out. She would never kill herself. She was happy with her life and had plenty of friends. Someone must have done this to her. They must have. Huh. Like what kind of secrets? Huh. Eventually I'll get some sort of teleporting thing where I can teleport between places. That's how I get that. Let me see if I can find anything else. It's a cat. Nothing down here. Alright, let's see what we can do with this cat. So I can get up there for something. I can get up there for something. Let's start off over here. kitty. Climb. Meow. Just a couple of gas cans. Really? But that's a couple more gas cans than I had. Alright, I'm done with you, kitty. I know where one more is as well. Victim was hanged from ceiling fan, possible suicide, but no note. Bell symbol raises possibility of murder. Chances are it was murder. Alright, I'm gonna go check over here first. Ooh, there's something shining over here and something way over there. Same police still have not made an official connection among the recent violent deaths. Community speculation is increasing that this is the work of a single killer. In the absence of other connecting clues, the consistent thread is the strange bell-shaped symbol found at many of the crime scenes. No one has even the remote theory on the meaning of the symbol, but this bell killer may have a personal reason for leaving the insignia. Ooh, it's another gas can. Thank you. Alright, Ronan's parents really sound unstable. It must have been really difficult for him growing up and feeling pressure to follow the unstable criminal paths his parents walked. And now he's my diamond in the rough, such a sweet soul, and strong enough to keep its sweetness with everything his parents put him through. It's rare someone with a legitimate reason to be frustrated with his parents, and the way they raised him never once complained about it. He's such a better person than anyone realizes. To the cemetery we go. I hit enter. I guess at least I thought I did.
I used to see this as Julia's final resting place. Now it's just where her body is buried. Guess I'll be buried here soon. This is home to neither of us. Just a place for others to come and remember what they used to know.
Yep.
Who?
And she's gone.
Great. Another freaky ghost chick is shadowing me.
And that one is freaky. We'll give her that.
Sorry it's been so long, Julia.
Alright guys, with that I think we'll go ahead and end the stream. Just a couple things. I will have a Discord up and running soon, fully. I've already got a few people in it to test some things with it, to make sure things are working right, and they're not. So I got to go through and fix all of that. Also, once again, I don't know how many people really like this game. I mean, Frankie does, and another person came in earlier and said they liked it. I think it was Juvia. I really enjoy this game. I want to finish streaming it, hopefully, before I move. It's a good game. I really like it. And as I said, I'll be moving in 2 weeks. When that happens, I will not be streaming for a while. It's not going to be, hopefully, too long. The internet is one of the first things we plan on getting. So I'll be able to stream and upload videos again once that happens. I'm going to try and get a couple videos edited to upload maybe one a week until I get to where I can actually be consistent. And I mean, it sucks because I'm probably going to lose a couple of subscribers during that time, but I fully understand if, people don't want to wait. I'm just surprised I've made it up to where I'm at. Yeah, I'm at like 176 now, almost at that 200 mark. But yes, thanks to everyone that showed up. Frankie, it was great to see you, man. It's been a long time. I really hope the internship goes amazingly. And everyone else that showed up, Lalit Kumar, thank you for stopping by. I do stream often, so if you would like to subscribe, I play a lot of different games. I'm also running through Batman and the Batman series and Uncharted series. I think Uncharted I'm on 3, and Batman I'm on the second. I'm at the start of the second game. But yes, thanks to everyone that showed up. I love you guys. For those of you watching post-stream, be sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And as always, I cannot wait to see you depraved people later.